and welcome back to another video.
Yeah.
Today we have the October monthly.
Yeah, with the Scryings format. Scryings. So just really quickly, that's, you were saying about 108?
100 something cards. I'm not sure the exact numbers, but
from up all the way up until the Visions set, right?
Yeah, somewhere along those.
So we're going to be seeing some interesting cards splashed into traditional old school decks.
Yeah,
or maybe even new decks altogether.
Maybe. And we have the first deck called Brown Sacrifice.
Yeah, Brown Sacrifice, playing, you can see here on the screen, Magma Mine. Magma Mine. So 4 mana, put a counter on it, and then you can sack it to deal the damage to a creature or player equal to the number of counters on it.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Interesting. It looks like that's the only card from the Scrying expansion.
Yeah, I think I maybe didn't want to go, deep dive into the other cards, just maybe playing it a little bit safer, leaning more towards the burn aspect.
Also, I guess good to note that the ability for Magma Mine is not a tap ability, the first one, so you could dump a lot of mana into it if you have access.
Yeah,
which is possible, right? With the Ruck Egg we were talking about before, you can use sacrifice the Ruck Egg, get 4 mana, get the 4/4, put the 4 mana into the mine.
Yeah, do that, or you could even, if you have a fireball in your hand.
Oh yeah.
And burn your opponent's face.
Mind Twist also. Drain life, because sacrifice is black mana.
Yes, exactly. So I think those two cards together will work pretty well. And Ruck Egg, and I like the fact that, it helps accelerate the burn aspect of this deck.
Yeah, for sure. Also, we're seeing Blood Moon again.
Blood Moon making another appearance lately.
Been a lot of that lately.
And we can't end this deck tech without mentioning the lovely Nightmare in the sideboard.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Of course, lovely artwork, great card. First time actually seeing it.
Yeah, hopefully it gets cast. That's the most important.
Yes, that's the hopefully.
I always like seeing Earthquake, whether it's in the main or in the side. I'm a huge fan of Earthquake.
Yeah, such a great card. Just
Wheel of Fortune in the side. Sorry, wow, I just saw that. I didn't mean to cut you off, but geez, I just saw that. Wheel of Fortune on the side.
Maybe it was a last minute change. I would have put it on the main board. Maybe they did last minute, and that was an old deck pick, but we'll get to see that coming up.
Okay, and this is the other deck, just a White Weenie.
Yeah.
What's new? Oh, again, yeah, nice. The new cards are on the right side of the screen there. Well, yeah, Land Tax is already in old school. So what are the new cards here? Keldoran Outpost?
Yeah, sacrifice the plains when it comes into play. You can either tap it for 1 mana, 1 white mana, or pay 1 and 1 white to make a token creature, a 1/1 token creature.
This is like an Alice format staple, and also like a historical staple in research too, like a Magic history. I think it's won some events.
Yeah, the fact is that you got Land Tax and Zernor working together, just buying you some life until. And just working, so you could always activate your Land Tax, just keep getting that life, and then, drawing cards, thinning out your deck, making it that much better on your draw step. And Armageddon also working pretty well with it.
I would say, honestly, that this expansion makes Land Tax better. Right? Like, there's a lot of cards that work with Land Tax. Like you mentioned, the Zernor, but even the other card, Imperial Armor. Make your creature bigger based on the number of cards in your hand. So if you're searching a lot of lands, I like the way the cards interact all together. Yeah. I think making, like you said, Land Tax just that much more powerful. And first time actually we're seeing Thunder Spirit in the White Weenie deck on this channel. Yeah, well, I think first time we're seeing White Weenie, no?
Yeah,
we saw
Weenie.
like a Pink Weenie maybe one time.
Yeah,
but. My first deck, as I'm sure many others also first deck into old school, was either mono white or mono black, but I built mono white. I really wanted to play with Sarah Angel, which of course is in the deck because,
Yes, you have to. Mono white without a Sarah Angel,
that doesn't make any sense.
That's a crime in itself. And even when I got back into old school, White Weenie was my first go-to deck. Savannah Lions, Disenchant, Swords of Plowshares, Balance, Main. So many iconic cards just in the white color format itself. So
consistent too as one color with a nice curve. So
you just have so many answers. How could you not gravitate towards
It's
Disenchants to Swords to Balance, but
no Soul Ring. I guess maybe it's not enough just for the Sarah. Armageddon. I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll see. I think I played Sol Ring in my White Weenie when I had it. I wonder what else I was playing though that would have wanted the colorless mana. Like definitely Sarah, but
yeah,
like maybe I was playing more than one Armageddon.
That's because I think White Weenie, because you're requiring to have a lot more double white. You know, White Knight. Sarah requires 2. Yeah. Thunder Spirit requires 2 white. You know, so.
Max is a burn aficionado, so I wonder if this White Weenie is just like in his head, which I think I would agree, like a burn version. You know, you're not going to the face with spells, but like it's still trying to kill fast, like through aggro. You know, if you consider burn to be an aggro deck, then you can see this to be a adjacent to a burn adjacent deck, perhaps.
So they're starting off strong. Max playing land tax turn 1, and then JS following with a land drop and Pearl.
I wonder if you just not play the second land when you're the land tax guy on the play. Like you do have that privilege, right? If you're on the
I mean, right now JS is not playing any threats, so I would have just maybe he's wanting to put play disenchant.
JS doesn't really have anything to do on turn 1 or turn 2.
Yeah, his curve is a little slow.
It's got bolts for protection, but.
Other than bolts, he doesn't really have much going on until like turn 3.
Disenchant, so that's actually like a good play, right? Disenchanting the Mox, considering what we're saying. Like JS needs his mana.
Yeah, forcing him to make a land drop. So now,
well, that's good.
Yeah,
that's kind of a punish. Obviously, Sol Ring would have been better to hit, I think.
Yeah,
or definitely, especially in JS. I say like Sol Ring has almost no stock in Max's deck, but has a lot of stock.
I think at this point, Swords of Plowshare would be really good because effectively putting the Rock Egg, exiling it, so no value. So no value to it? Am I wrong on that assessment, or?
No, Rock Egg has to be destroyed.
Yeah, okay.
I say that with confidence as you're
Googling. I say that with...
Yeah, it has to die.
Yeah.
So not destroy, it has to die.
Okay. So Max getting some value from his land tax.
Thunder Spirit is good.
Thunder Spirit.
But, it's unfortunate he couldn't play any creatures any of the previous turns.
Yeah.
Like, especially against a slow deck like JS's, it's getting those creatures on turn 1, turn 2 has so much more value than they otherwise would, just because you have to put that pressure on these slow decks. These slow decks tend to be very good in the later game, obviously, so you want to pressure them very fast. Put them low as quickly as possible.
Yeah, especially we see JS's deck, I mean, until turn 3, so if you could get at least 3 or 4 points of damage.
Like, once the Triskelions start to come down, I'm pretty sure it takes out most of the cards in the White Weenie deck.
Okay, JS playing Sacrifice, and now on his Rock Eggs now has a 4/4 flyer, using the 4 mana to play Triskelion with the Sol Ring.
Yeah.
So I say pretty good. Effectively could even knock out the Thunder Spirit.
Of course, our players continue to disrespect art by putting dice on the art instead of the text box.
Guilty as charged.
Yeah, always respect the art.
What was this thing? Art.
The whole game, the whole reason the game's existence.
I play a deck just full of white papers that have the card name on it.
Sure.
Art.
That is an art in itself. The art of inclusion.
Okay, so now...
Do you kill the Thunder Spirit with the Triskelion if you're JS?
Not really.
Why not? Your opponent didn't do anything for the first 2 turns and then played a 2/2, which gets in the way of... Well, I guess the 4/4 just kills it. 4/4 is a flyer, obviously, right? It's like a bird or a phoenix or something.
Yeah.
A bird.
Well, it's because now Max has got 2 factories in play. So now...
yeah, that's true. Okay, I didn't see the second factory.
He just played it, so... I'd probably swing with the 4/4 flyer.
Yeah.
And see how he goes about...
That's true. Make Max kill his own stuff by blocking as opposed to use your resources. Makes sense.
I play maybe a little bit more conservatively on that.
Yeah. And so that would even translate to don't bolt the Thunder Spirit either. Right? Save your bolt for face or...
Yeah, or factories.
Or even a Serret if you have to... Oh, well, there goes JS not agreeing. And once again,
whatever we'll say, JS will do the exact opposite.
But that's nice though. See, like the 1/1s, I think you definitely.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that's a given. So now.
That's what I mean. I think you should just attack with the 4/4, right, and let him block with the.
Okay, so he's got. Should be taking one from the City of Brass.
I would love to have a Triskelion that enters with 4 counters as well. That would be my favorite thing.
Yes.
And not only that, I would love for my opponents to be the one to give me 4 counter.
Yeah, I think he's correcting him on the count. Okay, I think they're doing the life count on the telephone. Okay, JS taking.
Oh, there's also these big dice.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I was wondering because JS had tapped the City of Brass and there was no life being taken out, so it's good to see no mistakes being made.
Yeah, it's yeah.
I mean,
there's one mistake being made. The dice are on the art of the cards, but
Jesus.
We'll know if JS is really listening. If in the future he changes
he changes his mind,
the position of those dice.
Probably not. Are you the kind of person that puts like your artifact, your mana rocks with your lands, or do you separate your lands, your mana rocks, like your lands in one pile, your mana rocks in the other pile, and then your creatures? Like,
well, when they're being tapped, I'll put them together like staggered, but when they're not tapped, maybe I think they're on different levels. I think like lands on top with artifacts behind the lands. Okay, the Such. This is giving me PTSD of playing against you. Except for the fact that this is happening a lot later in the game. So it soothes a little bit, but...
Well, Max, he needs to...
It's kind of funny
have some kind of... Like, he needs to find a balance here at this point.
Yeah, balance would be huge, actually. Oh, that's true. That's a pretty big commitment to the board in the face of a white deck with balance.
I mean, he could still... JS in response could still shoot 4 to the face with the... Triskelions, but then you'd still be taking 4.
Yeah.
Wait, there's no mana burn, so
no mana burn in Scrying?
No, Swedish. Yeah,
Swedish has no mana burn.
Yeah,
really. The format that started it all didn't introduce mana burn. Are you sure about that?
Yeah, no mana burn. That's why Suchis are huge in Swedish. They're so much more powerful because even without factories, you don't take 4 to the face. So. Let's see. Like, okay, he's got a blocker, but...
Well, a Thunder Spirit is not a balance.
No.
So JS
is just,
happy.
He just got rid of it right away.
He bolted it?
No, he Triskelion pinged it for 2. Because, I mean, right now he could swing in, I think, probably for lethal. 4, 8... Yeah, that's it. So, JS winning round 1. Or game 1, I should say.
Game 1, yeah. I mean, yeah, so that's what I mean. Those, like, Max has the aggro deck versus a slow deck, doesn't do anything for 3 or 4 turns, which then lets your slow opponent's deck go, here's my big thing, here's my big thing, here's my big thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of rough. But it's unfortunate, too, on top of that for Max as well, because he's playing the strongest color versus artifacts, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like if you're JS and you sit in front of your opponent who goes planes, you're like, oh god, like it had to be the guy with 4 disenchants and 4 sword to plowshares, possibly.
But I mean, in hindsight, I mean, you look now and he was just able to
it didn't
get a win, so
like didn't matter at all. Oh well, so
at this point, the white deck maybe putting in
Divine Offerings for sure.
Divine Offerings probably are a very good thing. I mean,
Spirit Link. You can shut and the plows to shut. Spirit Link shuts off the Suchis.
I'm probably putting in the plows just for the Ruck Eggs.
I think Divine Offering is a no-brainer, right?
You get Divine Offerings. I mean, you got the Triskelions, the Suchis.
Yeah, take out the enchant creature possibly from the.
Yeah, the enchant creatures, the Imperial Armor.
Yeah,
3 of them.
JS showing us that he boarded in his Wheel of Fortune.
Good man, good man.
Simply prompting the question, why was it not in the main board at the beginning?
Okay, land tax turn 1 again.
Well, I would even say like even better. JS Soul Ring on like early Soul Ring again. Like that card is insane for him.
Yeah.
With his deck that's not doing anything for 4 turns, like it's turn 4 now.
Yeah. So it's fantastic for him. Be powerful. Like at this point, if you have a disenchant.
Oh, good God, Max. Unfortunate. No creature. And he played a land 2, shutting off his own land tax.
So like at this point, if you're Max and you have a disenchant, you go for the Soul Ring or Chaos Ring?
I go for the Soul. Yeah. If I have a land in my... No, yeah, go for the Soul Ring. Yeah, because if he blows up my land tax gets activated. So I destroy his Soul Ring, or I consider waiting until the threat comes down, and I just start killing his threats. Because like the thing is you destroy the Soul Ring, the slow deck will still get to 5 or 6 mana. It's kind of like the Tron argument in Modern, where it's like, even if you play Blood Moon to stop them from getting Tron on turn 3, it's like they'll still just play lands every turn, and then that Karn that you're afraid of is still coming. So like,
you're just
this format
Triskelion.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe you just wait for the threats, you know.
Okay.
Oh boy, if I want to see JS have some discipline with that Wheel of Fortune, because if you give your opponent like pull out a bunch of lands from their deck, and then you Wheel of Fortune them.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Yeah, you have to play it. The timing has to be right, too.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if you have a lot of great cards in your hand, and then you have that Wheel of Fortune as well, it's kind of that weird position to be in.
I guess JS would have brought in the Earthquakes, right?
Probably the Earthquakes.
And the Terrors?
Yeah. Earthquake, Terror, the Shatters are not necessary. The Red Elemental Blast was pretty useless.
Nightmare? No.
No, I don't think Nightmare.
Well, what's it there for if not, like, to block? To be the biggest thing on the board, right? Is it there for control decks?
Maybe for the long game. If he figures that...
well...
Because he's playing against mono white, so there's a lot of protection from black. So you really want to bring in the Nightmare?
With a deck that has a lot of protection that's true. I'm a little bit sad over here because, once again, JS does not care for my opinion.
Again, once reaffirming that whatever you say, he's going to do opposite. It's Bizarro World on the screen. Okay, Mox Jed being...
Oof, he's just a mana away from getting to play a Such Magooch or a Ruck Egg. That's unfortunate. But if Max discarded any creatures, he can animate dead some creatures. Imagine if Max had a Sarah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he had a land drop. Okay. So, Egg or Suchi? Suchi, yeah.
Suchi, yeah.
Suchi is the damage.
I mean... Now Max is not really in a position to attack.
Yeah, I mean, I guess also if something is going to get plowed, you would rather it be your Such than your Egg.
Yeah. And you bait them with the Suchi. They swords it, and then you play your Ruck Egg. Yeah, see, he's got 2 Ruck Eggs, a Mind Twist. Oh, beautiful hand. But playing the Mind Twist against a land tax player would feel kind of bad if you're...
Well, if Max plays a land, because he's like, I don't want to discard, so I'm going to play a land. Then passes the turn with 7 cards. Oh boy. Is he going to play Armageddon?
Yeah, if he plays Armageddon, that's going to be a... So, well, I mean, even then... Playing Armageddon, he's still got the Soul Ring, he's still got the Mox Jet.
That's true. It's just more like, it could just be a huge read from Max's part. Like, why would JS suddenly want to show the camera his hand, you know? Like, what's in there that's so juicy that the camera has to see?
Yeah.
Could it be a Mind Twist? Like, can you make that kind of read? Oh.
Okay, he's asking him to take his play back. He said no problem. So...
It would be a pretty big Chad play if he Armageddoned here.
Yeah. Well, versus, back in my day, it would be a card laid, card played. Too bad, kid.
Yeah. You took your hand off the piece.
Judge!
Yeah. Okay, so we got a Divine Offering on the Suchi. Followed by another creature.
Yeah.
The whitest of knights.
Back in my day playing... Magic in the 90s, you would have a lot of guys that would probably remind you of Dwight from The Office. Michael? Judge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were a lot more strict back then.
I think you're okay to take 4 damage, right? If you're Jess, you just rip the hand apart, maybe. Or well, it's technically it's 6 damage, but still, like if you don't get rid of the hand now, it's like can't get rid of it later because they'll just keep playing threats, and then you're gonna fall behind each time you let them play one more thing. Maybe, right? I don't know. Right?
Yeah, I mean,
like suppose he does not mind twist now and he passes, and then Max was another threat, and then he mind twists next turn. It's like.
Then you have 3.
Yeah, then you have 3 things to deal with. Now, of course, you have your own thing in play, sure, but...
Okay, I think he's going for...
So it discards 6. So maybe Max will keep the Chaos Orb in his hand, I suppose?
Well, he has to discard at random anyway, so...
Oh, it's at random. Is it?
Oh, I think it's his whole hand.
Oh, no, he thought it was.
Yeah, so 1 card...
What would you keep the Chaos Orb if you could choose?
Yeah, of course. Probably. Or maybe Armageddon.
Oh, we got the Chaos Orb. So
lucky.
But there goes your Armageddon, which is probably like if Max could Armageddon right now, it would be so good.
Yeah, I guess. That's true. Looks like he pulled out Preacher.
I think honestly, even without that like crazy read, I might have just Armageddon last turn, knowing I just land tax and have guaranteed lands for the next 2 turns to play my second night while my opponent, and also like see like JS didn't play a land last turn.
Yeah, but I think he's holding a City of Brass, probably knowing that he has like an Armageddon. The thing is, he has a City of Brass.
Yeah, I just saw it.
Yeah, so I saw Max pull out a Draw Preacher, which came from his sideboard. Okay. Animate Deads. Seems good.
So Serendipity.
Serendipity?
Yeah.
Yeah, without the damage.
Yeah.
And the flying.
Yeah, so it's not a Serendipity.
No.
It's a Suchi.
Far from.
It's a Suchi with a -1 on it.
It's okay. There. Interesting game. Now, JS has got a bit of the board advantage, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, when you're trying to win with Orcish Ironclaw Orcs, and your opponents play 4/4s,
see, like...
You cry?
See, like, Earthquake right now would be so powerful. Deal 2 damage, wipe out his board, and then you still swing in for 7 because of the enemy dead.
Yeah. And, there's... So he did bring in the Spirit Link, so that's one way of dealing with...
And a Preacher. Okay, now we've got ourselves a game. Interesting.
Oh,
Bolting the Preacher, he's like, yeah, I'm not having
I'm not dealing with that. I'm not interested.
Already, the fact there's a Spirit Link. Now will he attack with a Suchi, and then Max can double block, but with 2 first strikers. Dealing damage, so I probably would just sit tight until I get something.
True. You have infinite blockers for all of his stuff. Just wait until you draw your Earthquake.
Yeah.
You
okay,
know?
2 Rock Eggs. I'm surprised he didn't play like a Diamond Valley or something to kind of,
Oh, just sacrifice the egg?
Sacrifice the egg. Like, if you don't have
he's
anything...
playing Sacrifice. I guess that's why.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Fine, you with your answers.
Yeah.
Always something to say.
Just always gotta
an answer.
Also gotta contribute.
Thank you for your contribution.
Why is Max at 24? Oh, yeah, Divine Offering.
Divine Offering the Suchi.
Okay, Chaos Orb has been played. Oh no, wait, that was...
No, that was a while back.
That was after the Mind Twist, yeah. Oh yeah, because he drew the Preacher last turn. So that's a Sarah Angel in his hand then? He didn't do anything? It smells like a Sarah.
Indeed. So he's got 4 lands.
It could be interaction, but I'm surprised he wouldn't have used it.
See, at this point, like, now... being Max, I would probably swing in with my Factory, because if he kills it, I can activate my land tax, and if he doesn't, he takes 2 to the face.
Yeah.
But no, he would just block with his Rock Egg at this point, so yeah.
Oh yeah, the eggs are
Yeah, but if the eggs were not there, theoretically, that would be like
a consideration for
sure. Okay.
JS playing mind games, asking Max if he wants to destroy the anime dead or the sushi, but it makes no makes no difference.
Yeah.
Did that flip? That
The orb didn't flip.
Didn't flip,
360 of the game, we're not sure if it is, so I let him get it.
Yeah, so I don't think it flipped, but they probably couldn't tell in the game, so they just allowed it to happen. Honestly, like, I don't even care when I'm playing. Like, you activate your orb, I understand. Like, you know, I'm not gonna let you win or lose because of, or sorry, I'm not gonna let you lose because of dexterity or some slip up, or especially if they're having fun and you've been drinking all night and you're, you know, like, okay, you're just not shooting straight because you're fucked up or whatever.
Exactly.
It's like what a unfun way to lose a game. So.
Well, usually I at the beginning, and it's not a
nice bolt-in response.
Popular, like, it's not a popular opinion, but like when I play against someone, I say gentleman's flip.
Yeah,
for cast orb. You know, K1 destroy target permanent.
Yeah. We got an interesting play here. Max tried to plow an egg and then JS bolted it in response. So he gets his bird instead of his 0 life. And now that thing flies, so
and he's got a 4/4.
Let the boops begin.
Okay.
But then again, he's at 8 life, so he has to be careful. He can't just swing freely.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, he can't swing at all. Jeez. So he needs one more creature, which is pretty likely.
Oh yeah, at this point. Let's see. Okay. 3 cards in hand. Max has got 2.
We're in a bit of a stalemate here. Oh, that's a quick math after drawing a card.
Okay.
Nightmare. He boarded in the nightmare.
Hilarious.
Though obviously
Great,
doesn't do anything, right? Because it's black. And
well, it's flying, so he can't.
Oh, it flies. The bloody thing flies.
How do you not know this? Shame on you. You have a bunch of people shaking their fist and, how could this guy's doing commentary?
Yeah.
Here comes the pitchforks. So based on the number of swamps in play,
he's got 3.
So it's a 3/3 flyer.
Wow, that's a good card also.
That's also good.
Nightmare still blocks the factor. Yes. Oh, okay, well that's just a... Wait, what? Oh, okay, he's killing a creature instead of one face. But that's fair, that's fair. Max has so much life.
Yeah, at this point you have to start going...
Yeah, they seem to have forgotten to change the dice, but...
Yeah, I think they're just using the phone at this point, which is a bit of... out of screen, but...
Yeah. Nightmare flies. Like, can we just talk about how that horse flies, but spirit tokens from Forbidden Orchard don't? Or Nightshade, the card, even if you want to stay old school, what's it called? Frozen Shade? Frozen Shade,
yeah.
Nightshade, I'm playing a lot of Pokemon. Frozen Shade doesn't fly, but this thing flies? Come on. Come on.
Yeah, but it has like these burning wings and...
Come on, Richard.
Oh! Magma Mine, making an appearance.
We get to see the mine.
Now you can dump a butt ton of mana into it and just...
Yeah, he can actually put 2 counters on it and kill a knight right away. Jeez. So, good card. Interesting card.
Fair Although card. Having to sacrifice it, but...
It's from Visions, which means it has a very nice Korean text. Time to go to eBay.
Thankfully, people don't come to this channel for their financial decisions on disenchanting it. So probably
just put 2 counters. Yeah, just either go face or kill a knight. So kill a knight. I would kill a knight probably. I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, killing a knight. Yeah, I mean at that point. So now JS regaining the board.
Yeah, having an answer for that Sarah was pretty good.
Yeah, I think it was the right call, fireballing the Sarah instead of going to face. Because then effectively he would just have made the exchange with the Rock Egg token, if anything.
Mm-hmm.
Now this could be a reoccurring 4 damage versus a one-time 5 or 6 damage to the face.
I mean,
which will probably win him the game at this point. Because, I mean, we're seeing a bit of Max's hand here, and he's got, like, Factory, land tax, so...
Yeah.
Still not drawing a balance.
Well, I do stand by the fact that the Scrying expansion makes land tax better, but I still think land tax is very underwhelming.
Yeah.
In this format. Well, especially in this format. JS asking himself how he wins the game right now.
Mm-hmm.
Or how...
A massive fireball to the face. Could be, Okay. Swinging for 7.
JS finding the answer to how he wins the game right now.
Perhaps.
Right. We got an opponent at 3
okay.
life and a player with a lightning bolt in his deck. But no. Not on this turn. But still a pretty big threat on the board, so balance has to be the card, right? And even then, he needs the knight to die in order for the balance to actually win him the game.
Yeah.
Unless he got balance plow. I guess that's... No, because balance, the eggs would die, and you get 2 birds.
Yeah, that's true.
So, was that just the game over, basically? Oh, Wrath of God? There's no Wrath of Gods in the deck, right? He's not playing Wrath.
Wrath of Gods, no. No. Yeah, because in his main deck he had 2 Crusades, which I don't think would do very well anyways. Crusade's kind of like...
I think Crusade...
Kind of like, eh.
I think it's a 4 over or nothing. Oh,
yeah.
We got a handshake from Max.
Handshake, and it's a win.
Yeah, so yeah, the eggs are pretty interesting in the face of a balance, right? You can flood the board pretty carefreely.
Carefree.
You can be carefree about flooding the board with the eggs. That's good value out of them. So, anyways, interesting. So it was a pretty clean 2-0, I would say. But surprising, I would have assumed it should have been a little bit more difficult for JS to get those wins, but maybe he just got some bad draws from the mono white deck.
Yeah, mono white deck, because other than the 2 Sarahs, the creatures are a little underwhelming.
They just get blocked by everything that JS is doing.
Voltage, Skellions, so it's just unfortunate.
Well, I'm glad we got to see that mine.
But I mean, I love the flavor of the White Weenie. The White Weenie, it's always great to see. But
yeah. It's an important piece of old school. Yeah.
And I mean, this format itself, Scrying not seeing too much play and not getting enough love, maybe, and round 1 of 4, and I'm hoping that the next video will be just as exciting as this one.
Yeah. Well, it most likely will be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you don't know what I mean, you will soon.
Thanks, everyone.